LEGO has some amazing licensed themes, but they don't have all of them. There's a market they're still missing: sports leagues. Some of the biggest sports leagues in the world, the NFL, MLB, NCAA, and the Premier League, have brick-built models of their stadiums licensed not through LEGO, but through a company called FOCO, which is apparently one of the largest sports memorabilia companies in the world. They call it their BRXLZ series. I'm gonna call it BRXLZ for short, but I'm not sure how you're supposed to actually pronounce it. They have models of many sports stadiums from around the world, featuring primarily American sports leagues, but there are Premier League stadiums as well. The BRXLZ iceberg actually goes quite deep, featuring everything from 3D busts of team mascots, footballs, logoed signage, helmets, hats, shoes, and famous players, and apparently Ren and Stimpy and Rugrats, all made out of bricks. So today we're gonna be diving into the FOCO BRXLZ lineup, and we're gonna figure out, would this be a good gift for a sports fan in your life? Are these fun to build? Are they a quality product? Would I recommend that you buy someone in your life one of these products if you aren't sure whether or not they enjoy building LEGO style products? The short answer is no. But if you want to know the reasons why, stick around for my full review of this model of Arrowhead Stadium, the home of my team of choice, the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. This is gonna be a fun one. Let's dive in. The first thing that you need to know is that all of the FOCO BRXLZ products are micro scale, meaning while the pieces look exactly like every other brick building product out there similar to LEGO, they are a fraction of the size. And here's an example of one of the FOCO bricks next to a LEGO 2x4. This is a product that my girlfriend Abby got me for Christmas, and I was thrilled considering how much I love the Chiefs and collecting little sports knickknacks, and being a LEGO fan, this was an obvious choice of a gift for me. This video is not sponsored, and we did pay full price for the set, which is about $40 US. The Arrowhead Stadium replica comes with 917 pieces, and there are a lot of extras in case you lose any, which is kind of nice considering how small they are. The base plate for the stadium measures about 5.5 inches in either direction, and the tallest point of the stadium is about 2 inches or 5 centimeters tall. Let's just talk about how this stadium looks and talk about some of the positives from this set. So the build itself is probably as good of a micro scale build that you could do of a stadium. The design is fairly faithful to the actual Arrowhead Stadium design. It's definitely recognizable at the very least, and looking through the rest of the FOCO BRXLZ stadiums, you can see that they do a good job of capturing the essence of these stadiums in such a small package. The vast majority of the pieces in this set are simple bricks, all the way from a 1x1 to a bunch of 10x10 bricks, which make up the base of the build. There are a few special pieces, such as tiles, like the green ones, which make up the field, tiles which flatten out the top of the scoreboards, and these two slanted pieces as well. Also, some rounded yellow pieces which create the goalposts on either end of the field. They do even have transparent bricks which represent the windows in the concourse of the stadium, and space between the twirling ramps on the corners of the stadium are represented by a transparent piece as well. At such a small scale, they do have to make some compromises to get the build looking good. Some of the colors are a little off, but overall, I think they do a good job designing these stadiums and making them resemble their real-life counterparts. Branded stickers featuring team logos, stadium signage, and the lines that would be painted on the field are really what elevates this to a piece of sports memorabilia that someone may want to have in their collection. That is basically where the positive aspects of this review for this set end. It's gonna look great on the shelf, but there are way too many negatives in the build process of this set to ignore. Firstly, while the stickers do add a degree of realism to the set, unfortunately, the stickers are quite cheap and they have a tendency to bubble. And they're too big in the sense that you find plastic hanging over the edges of the bricks that they're attached to. If you've tried any other cheap LEGO knockoffs before, you may know what I'm talking about. one of the stickers ripped really easily when I was applying it, and not only that, but the box art for this set must be old or incorrect because the stickers on the box do not match the stickers that came with the set. As you can see, a few of the stickers are different colors, including this Arrowhead sticker, which on the box is white, but on the set it's red, meaning it blends in perfectly with the red bricks that it's placed on. Those issues with the stickers, however, could be certainly forgiven if the products came with a satisfying building experience. I hate to say this, but the build process for this was very unsatisfying. It took me a long time to get through it. The pieces themselves lack clutch power, and I spent a large portion of time just reattaching pieces on the bottom that would easily fall off if you don't ensure they're secured. And the tiny pieces that make up a lot of this build really make it hard to enjoy. I even used a pair of tweezers to help me move things around. If I didn't do that, I don't even know how I'd place the 1x1 bricks in this set. And God forbid you accidentally place a piece in the wrong spot, because prying these pieces back apart is a nightmare, which will most certainly result in the removal of a few extra pieces along the way. Now, the piece quality is one thing, and it could still be salvaged if the instructions were simple and easy to follow. When I review alternative building brick sets on this channel, a huge thing for me is the instructions. Having good, clear, and simple instructions is so vital to the satisfaction factor and ease of use when it comes to building a brick kit like this. Remember earlier when I said this thing comes with 917 pieces? The instructions only have 20 steps all the way from the beginning to end. That means you're being asked on some steps to go on a scavenger hunt to find over 20 different kinds of pieces, multiples of each one. The way the steps are organized is essentially you build the stadium layer by layer by layer, placing an entire layer of bricks across the whole set at once, and then on the next step, you build the next layer. This is an absolute nightmare, and it's very easy to misplace 1 or 2 pieces by accident, which means you'll have to go back and fix it once you realize your mistake. Not only that, but one problem I have with the instructions is that the white and transparent pieces look incredibly similar, and I actually stopped building this for a while because I thought I was literally missing pieces, but it turns out that I just mistakenly thought I should be looking for a white piece that doesn't exist, when actually the instructions meant for me to be using a transparent piece instead. And here you can see just how close those two look to each other. This set is rated for ages 12 and up, but really it needs to be rated for ages 12 and up, plus sports fan, plus Lego fan, plus brain surgeon with steady hands and a close attention to detail. It's gonna look great on my shelf next to all my other sports memorabilia, but most of all, I am glad to be done building it. If you have a sports fan in your life, I would not recommend buying this for them out of the blue unless you really know they love working on Lego sets and similar types of models. They may not finish it. It does come with a brick separator. It doesn't really do a whole lot to help you out. Again, like I said, it does help to have a pair of tweezers for this. And real quick, I just wanted to take a look at this page of the instructions. It has the first page. All it mentions is pro tips. So let me read this really quickly. A few of these tips are helpful. We've got don't look for a needle in a haystack. Do separate each color brick into its own pile. Tip number 2, do use the BRXLZ pry bar to undo mistakes. So that's the brick separator I was talking about. And it says don't make it rain. And then it shows an umbrella with the pieces falling on it. I don't know what that means, but it is funny. Don't follow the gray bricks in your instructions. You built those already. So yeah, they do the style of instruction where after you've placed the brick in the next step, it kind of like grays them out. It's kind of misleading because they're not really gray. They're more so like a really light blue. So that's a little bit confusing. Do post a selfie with your creation using hashtag BRXLZ. I mean, whatever, I'm not gonna do that. And don't use the bricks as sprinkles on your ice cream, colorful as they may be. So actually that one was pretty funny. They do look like sprinkles because they're so small. And now I'm just wishing that Lego would take over the license from the NFL from FOCO, imagining a full football stadium with Lego quality similar to the Spanish stadiums from La Liga. It sounds simply incredible. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will be back soon with some more stuff. So catch you in the next one. Peace.